Fellow hikers, welcome to Mount Assiniboine.
Oh, hey, just finished packing. I'm really hyped for a Assiniboine trip. I've got 1, 2, 3 bags, a tent, and a cooler. Somehow I have to bring all that up the mountain. Don't know how I'm gonna do it. We have a really early start tomorrow morning at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna get some rest.
It's a long drive from Vancouver to Canada, made even longer by the terrible choice of music. We stay a night in a sleepy town before meeting up with the John family and heading to the Mount Shark trailhead.
Never stop the way, birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a strive.
Every time we pass some scenic spot, these guys are like, B-roll, B-roll, B-roll.
You're missing everything.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm prepared. Okay, we arrived at the helipad because some people are gonna take the helicopter up, the easy way in. So let's see how they feel about that.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be pretty
so
rough.
hard. We're gonna be so tired after the helicopter ride.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are
The
so lucky.
vibration and the noise.
You guys get to
and-
hike up, take your time, go the scenic route.
Feels good to be rich.
Oh yes, I keep the break.
Yeah.
8 minutes of my life equals 2 days of your life.
Okay. Alright boys, we are on our way to Mount Assiniboine from the Mount Shark trailhead. It's somewhere around 28 kilometers and 400 meter elevation gain for a total of 8 or 9 hours of hiking.
Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah.
We're almost at the campground after a grueling 10-11 hour hike. Honestly, what I want to do right now is just lie down on the grass and sleep. We have to get to the campground to find the other 3 people that took the helicopter. We will have Eddie perform his mating call and see how effective it is. Okay, 11:30 at night. Our relief crew has finally arrived. I've never been happier in my life. We did it, guys. We did it. Welcome to Mount Assiniboine.
It was named by Mr. Dawson in 1885. He saw a plume of clouds trailing from the peak, which reminded him of the plumes of smoke coming from the teepees of the Assiniboine Indians. Its nickname is the Matterhorn of the Rockies due to the similar pyramidal structure it has to the actual Matterhorn in the Swiss Alps. This behemoth towers some 3,600 meters above sea level and some 1,500 meters above Lake Magog. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so the most iconic part of Mount Assiniboine is obviously the Nublet and Niblet, so that is where we're gonna head to today. And on our way to the Nublet, we have reached Sunburst Lake, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, there's a massive mountain behind me that's called Sunburst Peak. I hope to climb that one day as well.
We pass Cerulean and Elizabeth Lake, then take a short scramble to Trucks Ridge before finally heading to the Nublet. It is the long way around, but totally worth the scenery. It's definitely a great change from the phone screen I'm used to staring at for 5 hours a day.
Climbing like a dog, I say. A dog.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
It is bloody windy up here, guys. Make sure you bring a coat. You can see the entire valley over on this side. Guys, we have arrived at the Nublet. It is absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous with a capital G, capital S. Guys, it's not a hard hike. You have to go here if you ever come up to Assiniboine. If you don't, you're a total idiot. Stop watching my videos. Yeah, I'll get my beautiful face out of the frame, although it will make the view less pretty.
Kevin, Justin, and I actually bring our tent to the Nublet on a different day to see the sunrise and sunset, as well as to do some astro.
Okay, so when you're about 30 meters from the top of the Nublet, to your right side is a little overhang. That's where all my stuff is right now. But what we can see from this overhang is a picture perfect framing of Mount Assiniboine and Sunburst Peak, and a ton of Instagram photos are taken right over here. I believe it's picture perfect. Alright, so it's like 12 in the morning or something like that. We're gonna head outside to see the stars. I'm sacrificing my beauty sleep for you guys. The sunrise, with every single shade of red and orange reflecting off Sunburst Peak, is just as beautiful as advertised. As Justin and I are walking around Lake Magog, I noticed how fascinating the rocks are, and they tell a very interesting story. So first, there's ones here that are really distinctly layered. You know, you got the black, brown, yellow, sort of like a grayscale rainbow. And then there's the shape of the rocks. There's huge boulders the size of moving trucks, and they're round, nice and round. And then in other places are shale rock, pieces of tile that you might see in a garden path. Now, I have no idea why, but there's a clear segregation. Boulders below 2,300 meters and shale above that. You can also occasionally see rock conglomerates, little rocks cemented together into a large one near the shores of Magog, and usually that's caused by a compaction of gravel. So yeah, these rocks are really a window into the past, and it's very interesting to just sit by the lake and stare at these rocks. Ow, that hurts. But I did break the rock. I'm OP. The lake is really cold, my feet are freezing. I need to wash my feet, but they're so cold. Ah!
So jump in, swim there, climb up, done.
Okay, let's go. You got this.
Oh man.
Oh, you did it, boys.
Whoa! Whoa!
We hadn't showered for 5 days at that point, and my socks were starting to reek. They were rancid. So that's why we decided to jump into the freezing waters.
Alright, boys, do you like my fishing setup? Look at how overpowered this is. Several fishies have swam by, but no bites yet. Hopefully my fisherman friend, Louis, has taught me how to tie a knot properly, cause the line better not snap if a fish bites.
Yes, I did catch a fish, but it was using Kevin's actual rod. I did get a bite on my branch, but the string snapped because I tried to use my hand to reel it in by grabbing the little floaty, and yeah, that was a stupid decision. So Kevin caught 2 fishes and Brittany got 1. We boiled them and we pan fried them, and they were absolutely delicious.
Alright, today I'm heading to Sunburst Peak over there. It's a 600-meter elevation gain in about 2 kilometers, so it's quite steep. Don't think there's an actual trail, so have to scramble up.
When I reach a little bowl about halfway up, I take a little detour to the left to get closer to Assiniboine, and it's the best decision I've made in my entire life.
Guys, I just found the best place to get your Assiniboine photos. This is the #1 spot. Look at that. You've got this like rocky outcropping that just juts out of the ground, and it's got the flat rocks, the layers, and then in the background you have Mount Assiniboine, man. Oh my gosh, just wonderful. After an exhausting 1.5 hour grind, we are almost at the top of the mountain, almost at the top of Sunburst, and let's see. Oh, so this is the view from the top here. Wow, beautiful. After 5 short days on Mount Assiniboine, we're finally headed home. I cannot wait for a nice hot shower and a decent meal. Alright, Angela, what is your favorite part of the trip so far?
Right now.
Right now? You're already...
Because the lake is so nice.
We headed down via Wonder Pass, and I took a short detour to Wonder Peak to bask in nature's glory one last time and to get a picture for Brittany. last 2 kilometers felt like an eternity, and when I reached the parking lot, I just collapsed on the ground and wept tears of joy.
Hello viewers, the world has never been so beautiful before.